Good Monday morning, my amazing friends, and God bless you. So, I hope you are ready to embrace this new week filled with possibilities. So, today's motivation is going to be a little bit different. I want to share something personal, a testimony that is very close to my heart. And my prayer is that this story will bless and encourage you, especially if you're facing any challenge right now. Let me start by asking you a question. Are you going through something that actually feels like you're walking through fire? Something so hard, something so overwhelming that it's difficult to see a way out. If that's you, I want you to know, I hear ya. I see ya. Yeah, and I've been there. I have been there. There was a time in my life when I felt exactly like this. I felt like I was walking through what seemed like fire. And it wasn't just me, it was my children as well. My young adults, who at that time were teenagers, had just lost their father. I had lost my husband, my best friend of 28 years. He was my prophet, he was my covering, he was my head, and now he was gone. I couldn't make sense of it. I mean, he only loved God. He loved God. He feared the Lord. And in that same year, we had declared boldly that we would not, no one would die in our family this year. We had declared boldly we would not bury anyone in our home this year. And there I was, standing by his graveside. Life felt heavy. Life felt so painful. It was utterly confusing. It was like, but God is a prayer answering God. How? And at that point, it seemed like we were going through fire. So, in the midst of the fire, I remembered the story of the 3 Hebrew boys from the Bible. These 3 Hebrew boys went through the fiery furnace, and they came out the other side without even smelling like they went through fire. They did not smell like smoke. They did not get burnt. I call that nothing missing, nothing broken. And I remember at the time crying to God, and I'm like, Lord, I have read the story about these 3 Hebrew boys. I've read that in the fire, there was a 4th man, and that 4th man was you. So my prayer at that point was, Lord, I need you to do it again. I need you to meet me and meet the children in the midst of this fire. Because I kept thinking, Lord, you left these children with me. And I'm thinking, it felt like, Lord, do you not know me? Have you not seen me? How can you leave these tiny children, these young children, impressionable children with me? But then I thought, you know what, Lord, you have done it before, and now I need you to do it again. The Bible says he's the same yesterday, today, and forever. And I can assure you, which is why I am here today to testify, that God, my faithful God, the God who can be trusted, he showed up. I call him my show up God because he showed up. In the midst of the fire, he stood with us and he walked us through that fire. And today, when I look at my young adults, whom I call my royals, I can see his hand all over their lives. I can see his hand over my life. He didn't just bring us through. He brought us through stronger, wiser, and closer to him. If you're feeling like life's challenges are too much and it feels like you're walking through fire, I'm here to encourage you today to hold on. Hold on. Hold on to God. He is your anchor. Even when you feel like you've hit rock bottom, hold on. I can assure you, he will bring you through. Not just barely surviving, but thriving. He did it for me, he did it for my children, and I can assure you, he will do the same for you. He's no respecter of persons. The Bible says we overcome the enemy by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony. This is part of my testimony, and I am sharing it with you today in faith, believing that you will have your own testimony as well very soon. God is still in the business of bringing his children through the fire. He hasn't changed. So, my dear friends, I am sitting on the edge of my seat, eagerly awaiting your testimonies. When they come, please share them with me. Your story matters. Your victory matters. And together we will continue to overcome. Yeah, together we win. So have a blessed and victorious week ahead. And remember that God's got you. He's got you, he's got you, he's got you. My name is Michelle Lanre Omiyale, and I'll see you next Monday for another dose of motivation. Stay anchored on his faithfulness, and God bless you.